Und damit herzlich willkommen zurück zu L.A.Noire. Wir sind jetzt bei der Sitte. Wir wurden in der letzten Folge befördert. Da hatten wir unseren letzten Fall beim Morddezernat eigentlich gelöst, aber die Wahrheit wollte anscheinend der Captain nicht wissen. Und jetzt sind wir halt bei der Sitte, haben einen neuen Partner bekommen. Und ja, mal gucken, was uns hier erwartet.
Number 6358, apartment 5.
We got better things to be doing than wasting our time on
Jetzt haben wir da also mit Junkies zu tun.
Did I ask your opinion, detective? 2 men dead on U.S. Army issue morphine. That makes it an advice case. Beat it.
Yes, sir.
Genau. Verschwinden Sie.
You and the lieutenant have some history? You could say that. We used to be partners. So, you're working with the big boys now, Cole?
I guess so, Roy. I thought homicide was the primo assignment.
That may be the case. I asked for you personally, Phelps. I had to pull a few strings to get you over to advice. How does it feel?
The lieutenant seems to think I'm doing okay.
Okay? Don't get humble on me, Phelps. You're doing great. You're the department pinup boy. War hero and crime fighter. What a combination.
I can assure you I'm no war hero, detective.
So.
Let's rouse some hopheads.
Da haben wir also unseren ersten Fall jetzt bei der Sitte hier. Mal gucken, was uns hier erwartet.
Nice car, Roy. Is it department issue?
Also definitiv werden wir jetzt hier halt mit vielen Junkies zu tun haben.
You can't be seen slumming it in a Nash if you're in Vice.
Ja, mal gucken, wie
Meanwhile,
unser
we
neuer
got
Partner
needle
so
freaks
drauf
kissing
ist.
it goodbye all over Central Avenue.
Lange, denke ich mal, werden wir nicht hier bleiben. Glaube ich, haben wir jetzt gerade keine Zeit für da zu helfen, Zentrale.
Who in God's name would eat at that hovel? They really picked a prize shithole for our first date.
Na, wollen wir mal gucken.
It's up the stairs, detectives. Around the
Danke.
corner, last door on the left.
I'm all done. Your show now.
Schön für dich. Grinst mich nicht so dreckig an.
Carruthers,
Phelps?
I've been reassigned to advice.
What have we got?
2 stiffs, overdosed, been dead a couple of days.
Government issue morphine. We use the same syrettes in Okinawa.
Fucking Negro junkies can't take supply this pure.
You know these guys?
I know of them. The younger one's a 2-bit horn player by the name of Cornell Tyree. The other one works in distribution. Started using a little too much of his own product, and Jack D took exception. He wasn't born that ugly. His name's Lamont. Tyrone Lamont.
So who's supplying the drugs?
That's easy. Whoever knocked off the wharves in San Pedro. Jack Dragna, Mickey Cohen. Dope's been all upside down ever since Jimmy Utley started the long walk at Quentin.
You talk about it like it's a system.
It was a system. But those days are long gone.
We are supposed to uphold the law.
Yeah, and we do. But we can't change people. The truth is, everyone wants a license to get a little dirty now and then. Our job is to keep it manageable.
That's how you see it?
See it any other way, and you better forget about being a vice cop.
Can we get on with this? Today, preferably?
So. Haben wir wieder einen normalen Fall, wo wir hier ein bisschen investigativ werden können.
Must have been messy eaters. It's all over the floor.
Und auch mal wieder ein paar Leuten in den Arsch treten können und verhören können.
Tyrone Lamont, not even 23 years old.
Tja.
Find anything interesting?
A small chance in life is probably better than no chance.
Oh.
Black Caesar. From the joint across the street.
Never the same, are they?
Looks like something was taped to the bottom of the cup.
Mm-hmm. Guck mal,
One
die
cigarette
hier
is
mal an.
enough to knock you out for combat trauma. 2 of them will stop your heart.
Another day, another dollar.
They say only the good die young. I hope it was true in your case.
Sag mal hier. JJ hört immer 275 FM. Okay.
Who's JJ? And why do these two care about his taste in music?
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Sag mal hier.
Some kind of fruit, a bell, and win. Strange doodle.
So. Sag mal hier noch. Morphium.
Street life have no idea how dangerous this stuff is. A bit heavy for an empty cup.
Tja, jetzt weißt du warum.
They've been getting their fix right over the counter in broad daylight.
Was haben wir hier noch? Ihn hier.
Took his jolt and drifted off. And I suppose his friend wasn't in any condition to notice that he had stopped breathing.
The Emperor across the street appears to shift a lot of popcorn. Let's shake him down.
Okay. Dann gucken wir uns da mal ein bisschen um. Gott, was für eine hässliche Krawatte. Muss man die bei der Sitte tragen? So. Black Caesar Imbiss.
Help you?
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD. We're inquiring into the deaths
Hand
of...
over the popcorn, numbskull, before we kick the door in. Get that son of a bitch. Stay on him.
Immer hinterher. immer hinterher.
Eddie, help me out, man. They're trying to kill me. You gotta help me out.
What the hell going on here? Morgan! That you?
You picked the wrong cop, you fucking animals. Making me and my partner over there mad.
How are we supposed to know you were cop?
What's your name?
Morgan.
Half an answer is no answer to me, asshole.
Fleetwood Morgan.
Keep an eye on him, Roy, while I take a look around.
Ja, ich sehe mich mal ne?
Keep very still, Fleetwood. Don't give me an excuse to shoot you.
Das ist schon ein anderer Ton jetzt hier. Tak dum da dum.
These number slips might affect your tone, Fleetwood.
Was haben wir hier? The Blue Room Jazz Club.
Should be stamped on the reverse by the issuer.
Jermaine Jones.
Maybe Morgan can give us something on this Jones character.
Gift, Morphium, Tartratlösung. Kann
Morphine.
süchtig machen.
It might not be filling, but I'm sure it's satisfying.
About time we heard what Fleetwood here has to say, Cole.
Ja, würde ich auch sagen, ne?
We're inquiring about the deaths of two men in an apartment across the street, Fleetwood. We want answers.
Of course. I'll do my best, mister.
You sold the drugs to Cornell Tyree and Tyrone Lamont.
Oh, I sell fried steaks and black-eyed peas.
You're lying, Fleetwood. We know that you supplied them.
I don't know nothing about no drugs. All I do is my 10 hair flipping burgers. Can you prove any different?
Ja.
Flipping burgers and strapping jolts of morphine to the bottom of popcorn cups, Fleetwood. Now, I want the truth. Who supplies the drugs?
Cat by the name of Armstrong Edwards. All right, brings the stuff around about once a day.
I know Armstrong. He's a two-bound, strictly small time. Who's he working for, Fleetwood?
Jermaine Jones.
Aha.
We have you for the hop and resisting arrest. Tell us about the numbers if you want our help.
Look, the numbers are the white man's tax on poor folk. All right, now what else you want to know?
We have an address on the slips. We're gonna go down there now and rat you out, Fleetwood. Tell whoever it is that you rolled over and gave them up.
No. Look, I've been cooperative, okay? Now you gotta help me some.
Fleetwood, I'm going to speak personally to the judge on your behalf.
A name, Fleetwood.
Look, he's a real slick dude. Wears a hat and swings a cane. Goes by the name of Merlin. All right, I ain't got a last name.
See you at the station, Fleetwood.
But you're gonna help me, right?
Of course, kid. You helped us out. We always like to repay a favor. Can you see that Fleetwood gets a nice cell, Wallace? One with a window and a nice fresh pillow.
Tja. Wo geht es jetzt hin? Ah, okay. So, telefonieren wir erstmal.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio?
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jermaine Jones musical booking agency.
Just a moment, Detective. Jermaine Jones. The office is listed as 5528 Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks, ma'am.
Gut, dahin. Junge, Wände kreisen wie ein Panzer, das Ding.
I heard you were in the blue room the other night. Shouldn't you have been at home? Tucked in bed with the wife and kids?
Where I go is your business?
It couldn't have had anything to do with a certain delightful but damaged German girl, could it?
I don't know what you're talking about, Roy.
Keep going straight.
How was Hopgood doing, Roy?
All units, officers need help.
Who?
Hollywood and Highland.
Marlon Hopgood. Your informer. He was my corroborating witness in the Bishop case.
Oh, right. Marlon. You're not still sore about that, are you? You made the case without him.
He was an accessory to the abuse of the girl, Roy.
As long as Hollywood exists, it's going to be chewing up starry-eyed little girls. Marlon was small time. You caught the big fish. And look how much good it did your career.
Turn left up ahead.
Okay, und dann wieder rechts, oder?
Straight through the next intersection.
It's the next right. This car cost me a fortune, you moron.
Fahr doch selber.
Straight ahead.
Wenn ich dich stört, wie ich fahre.
Go left here.
Mann, ey. Weißt du?
Straight on.
Sich beschweren über mein Fahrstil, aber nicht
You need
selber
to take the
fahren
next
wollen.
right.
Hier rechts? Okay.
I don't know the way.
Wie, du kennst den Weg nicht.
Go right here.
So, das soll rechts abbiegen. Haha, Jones Buchungsagentur.
Look at this place. I'm guessing not much talent comes out of this talent agency.
Jo. Wollen wir doch mal schauen, was es hier zu holen gibt. Jermaine Jones.
Here we are. Jermaine Jones, 238.
Hey, who let you in? You boys looking for work? What kind of actor you supposed to be?
Jermaine Jones.
Don't bother getting up. Your flunky Fleetwood Morgan just snitched you out.
I wasn't planning to. Now you think you could tell me who the hell you are?
LAPD. We'd like to take a look around.
The hell you will, motherfucker. You carrying a warrant?
No, do we need one? Search the place, Cole.
What do you think you're gonna find, policeman? Huh?
Scott Phantom. Fine radio. Shortwave, AM and FM. My father has a Scott.
You ain't allowed to do this. I got rights.
Moment. Oi!
No wonder this thing is sounding a little muffled, Jermaine.
Brennan, Wilt, get over here. Take these assholes apart.
You heard the boss.
Is this the best you got? These mugs are dope to the eyeball.
Clean them up quick, boys. Come on, beat these sons of bitches down.
Hey, sit tight, asshole. Pretend you're at the parlor getting your nails done. Cole, you better search through that stuff in the radio before you brace our friend here.
Ramez Removals. They must have taken special care delivering this for you. Too much for felony possession. I'm thinking intent to supply. How many starving musicians pay with perfect, clean 50s? Your friend Fleetwood was also a betting man, Jermaine. This must be how those two bums standing guard take their wages. Lamont and Tyree are dead. At a stretch, the DA could have you on felony murder for supplying stolen government money.
Tyrone and Cornell are dead?
They're on a slab downtown with the ME examining their last meal. Popcorn washed down with morphine.
You offering me a deal?
I have a pet judge who hates blacks. He'll give you 50 years for your two buddies. Another 30 for stealing from Uncle Sam. You'll be out by the time you're 110. Imagine the changes you'll see.
I get the message. How much is this gonna cost me?
Who supplies the morphine?
I don't know nothing about that.
So we make you for all of it. You're the fall guy from Mickey Cohen.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm a colored man. You see any Jew boys running around here? I collect my cut. Lenny the Fink controls the action.
Lenny who?
Lenny Finkelstein, Mickey's dipshit brother-in-law.
What is the link between the morphine and the numbers slips?
There is no link. You're wasting your time here.
You're lying to me, Jones. Tell me about Merlin.
Who? I don't know anyone named Merlin.
Fleetwood Morgan will testify that you and Merlin are expanding out of illegal gambling and into drugs.
Okay. So I buy from a cat goes by the name of Merlin Otti. Merlin runs the lottery for the Jew boy. The Fink has a new line in drugs. You squeal me out, I deny ever telling you.
Tell us about Otti.
Otti's a gambler. Fronts points on football games, fights, the horses, numbers. Chicken crossing the road. Motherfucker will take the odds on anything.
What's the score with Ramez Removals?
I brought a radio from there. That's all.
So when we visit Ramez Removals and tell them that we want a special bookcase or wardrobe to hide our dope in, they're going to be copacetic?
And when we tell them their good friend Jermaine sent us and said they could do a nice deal for the LAPD.
I could use an act like you two. Those fucks Abbott and Costello are on the slide. Hollywood could use another couple of deeply unfunny white bread humps like you.
Very good, Jermaine. You have character. Now cough it up.
Ramez is a good friend of Lenny the Fink. You getting the picture?
Take them all in.
We have a deal, right?
We're after the morphine. I'll speak to the DA on your behalf. You have my word.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for Ramez Removals. That's Ramez, R-A-M-E-Z.
Just checking. Ramez Removals, corner Sunset and Wilton. Owned by a Jose Victor Ramez.
Thanks.
See him?
That's the guy from the papers. Stop it.
So Mickey Cohen or Jack Dragna stole the Army's surplus morphine, and they are selling it on the streets?
Looks that way.
But the mob wants returned customers, not corpses. Why haven't they cut the morphine?
Good question, Detective.
This robbery happened months ago, right?
The beginning of the year.
So why are the proceeds suddenly turning up now?
Another good question. But where does it get us? It's like asking questions in the middle of the movie. If you just sit tight and keep your yap shut, you'll find out what happens. We need to follow the evidence.
Straight ahead. Keep straight.
All units in the vicinity and any central unit. Citizen reports of 415 at 7th and Central. Unit to handle code 2, identified.
So, dann sind wir jetzt hier am Lotteriegeschäft. Mal gucken, was uns hier erwartet. Ne? Müssen wir hoch. Wollen wir mal schauen.
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD.
The name's Merlin Odie. I run a strictly legitimate bookmaker's detective.
So that's not an illegal wire service that your colleagues are running? And the number slips that I've been picking up all morning with this address on them have nothing to do with you.
I pay my kick to the Wops, and they pay their cut to the LAPD. You can't go shaking me down.
You're a loudmouth motherfucker, aren't you? Anyone ever tell you that criminals are supposed to keep their mouths shut? Stay where you are while we look around.
Genau. Und jetzt nur die Glocke. Was ist denn die Glocke? Glocke. Ah. Hui. Oh, auch Ramez Removals. Okay.
I think Ramez's place is our next stop.
Gute Idee.
Thanks for the paper trail, Merlin.
Und jede Menge Morphium.
With this quantity, we're looking at a high-level trafficking charge. Oh, that's quite a win for a dime, Merlin. You better start talking.
God damn it. Get after him, Phelps.
Give it up, Adi.
Können die nicht einfach mal stehen bleiben? Müssen die mal weglaufen?
Boy, take it from
Hurry, you can still catch him!
Stop right there, Adi, or I will shoot!
Mann. Womit willst du denn schießen? Hast du schon deine Knarre dabei?
There he is, officer!
Oh.
What are you trying to do, Merlin?
Ach man. Wo willst du denn hin? Heiliger Bimbam, ey. Immer diese Lauferei.
All right, relax, motherfucker, you got me.
Nice wand, Merlin. Too bad you couldn't pull off your vanishing act.
Make your joke, smart guy, but don't damage that. That there's a valuable antique.
You don't say. Maybe you ought to have a look at this, Cole.
Aha.
Adi has Jose Ramez in his pocket. Ramez must have forgotten his lucky numbers.
Gut, dann wollen wir mal jetzt reden hier, ne?
Would you like to calculate the odds on you going to prison for a very long time, Merlin?
I'm not going nowhere. I've paid my contributions, and I'm not getting hustled by you.
We're only interested in morphine. Army surplus morphine. What do you have to say about that?
I heard about that. Big robbery on the ship. Ain't my line of work. I prefer something with a sporting outcome.
You distribute for Lenny Finkelstein. You're a patsy for those gangsters.
I don't know what you're talking about. I distribute for the LAPD, motherfucker.
Jermaine Jones gave you up as his supplier. He says that you're Lenny's sissy, and that you'll do whatever Lenny tells you.
Me? That nigga's a dead man. I moved the dope Jose brings me. Jose Ramez? I ran a clean numbers racket until those two motherfuckers went into the dope business.
Tja.
Ramez seems to owe you a lot of money.
We all owe somebody.
So it has nothing to do with the proceeds of the morphine shipment?
It's a gambling debt. The Heaps took over the wire service and screwed me. Now I just do what I'm told. Run numbers and shift dope. Jose's no different. He just thinks he's a big man that can run up tabs.
Okay.
You're not the guy we want, Merlin, but we're taking you in. Maybe some time in a cell will help you remember something worthwhile.
Fuck you, and fuck you. You'll never put a charge on me.
Take this bum in. Take the long way around. And don't be gentle with him. You got that? Yes.
Nehmen Sie den langen Weg. Jo, dann wollen wir jetzt mal zu Ramez Removal übergurken, ne?
Christ!
Alter.
Mickey Cohen runs the dope rackets?
Mickey does what he's told. Benny Siegel will take a cut of any action that's going.
I thought Jack Dragna was...
Dragna's an old-time greaser. He keeps his head down and pays his dues. Word is he's gonna clip Bugsy.
Whose word?
What does it matter?
Ramez Removals.
LAPD. We're here to see Jose Ramez.
What's it about?
Routine inquiries, sir. Can you tell us where we can find him?
You missed him. He was in the delivery truck, just went out.
God damn it. $11K calling KGPL.
Go ahead, 11K.
11K requesting assistance in pursuit of narcotic suspects aboard a GM delivery truck. Commercial license David Charles 457.
Roger, 11K.
What does this lunatic think he's doing? Here comes the cavalry.
We're not playing around here. Take this clown off the road. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
He's going left onto Hollywood. Get alongside him and take him out.
Get in close and steer him off the tar.
Show me your hands.
Yo.
Jose Ramez, you're being arrested on suspicion of supplying illegal drugs, resisting arrest, and for malicious damage to LAPD property.
Hey, hold your horses. I supply furniture, not drugs. And that thing back there, that was an accident. Some furniture came loose. That's all.
Save it for the DA, Chico.
Keep an eye on him. We're gonna take a look around inside.
Hi, hi, hi.
Where's he been delivering? And who's been delivering here? Any repeat
So,
business from the ledger
wir?
call?
Polar Bear Ice Company.
Why is Ramez buying so much ice? Merlinotti is buying a lot of furniture.
Okay. Mickey Cohen, Mutmaßstelle von Bugsy Siegel.
Couldn't you think anywhere else to meet, kid?
We like to choose our ground.
What is that supposed to mean? Huh?
It's something Wellington said at Waterloo. The guys who win normally choose where to fight.
Are we gonna fight, kid? The two of you versus my boys here? I love the fight game. I went a few rounds myself. You and your friend, he looks tough, but I don't like your chances. Nah.
We don't have to fight, Mr. Cohen. We have you an enfilade.
What the fuck is that? Some kind of steak?
It means my men are in cover, but that they can still shoot you. If those were my orders, you would all be dead now.
Are you kidding me? This is a $200 coat. You got some balls.
Kelso.
I hope you didn't scratch the paint of my new Lincoln.
These guys are getting out of the dope business, Mr. Cohen. You'll have no more problems from them. The morphine is going to disappear back into the sea.
Hang on. You're getting hasty. There's a lot of dough on offer here.
Thanks for the offer, Mr. Cohen, but we are going to have to politely decline. After today, the morphine is no more.
This isn't the way we normally do business.
I'm aware of that, Mr. Cohen.
Call me Mickey. Are you aware of the risk, huh?
I'm giving it to you straight, Mr. Cohen. There will be no more morphine. We made a mistake and would like to back out gracefully. If you come after us, we will be forced to come after you.
You've been polite up till now, so don't stop making threats.
I don't make threats, Mr. Cohen. I'd like to thank you for your time.
Is that guy your idea of muscle, kid?
There's something you should know about Jack, Mr. Cohen. He killed 6 Japs hand-to-hand with just a bayonet and a K-bar knife. His outfit, the 6 Marines, killed over 100,000 Japs in 3 months in Okinawa, and he was in the thick of it.
Those Japs are little guys, right?
Yes, Mr. Cohen. About your size.
Uiuiui. Die haben Eier.
What's with the puddle? Where's that trail of water coming from, Cole?
Ich weiß nicht.
There must be a way through the back. Welcome to Furniture Village, where taste comes to die. What a pile of junk. My mother would be in heaven. I bet this is the kind of crap you love, Cole. 20 years out of fashion. Smells of old people in here. This is useless. I can't see a damn thing. You need to get up onto the floor above.
Jo.
Get down here. There's a cold room in the back.
Wo bist du jetzt hier? Hallo?
I think we know where the water's coming from. You're gonna want to see this.
Oi, oi, oi.
There's something frozen inside.
Well, I'll be damned.
Natürlich.
This must be how they transport the morphine.
LAPD, leave it right there. Everyone out of the vehicle and put your hands up.
There's something in the ice.
He's making a run for it. Let him have it.
You're covered, Phelps. Take them all to Hollywood Station. Have the ME and Tech Services go over this place.
Where will you be?
Hunting polar bear.
Ja.
Is Audie serious? Is the LAPD turning a blind eye to narcotics?
Keep your shirt on, Phelps. Drugs are prohibited. Doesn't mean people don't want to take them. Limiting supply doesn't mean that we have limited demand.
I understand that. I know that the average Joe needs to unwind a little, let his hair down at the end of the week, but morphine? Heroin?
It's important to demonize hop, Phelps. Looks good in the papers. But when all is said and done, it's just another chemical like booze. A lot of people in high places think we're doing the city a favor by keeping the dope rolling into Central Avenue. Donnelly certainly believes we need to keep them anesthetized.
Better jobs and opportunities would go a lot further.
Will you listen to yourself?
Okay, hör dir mal zu, Phelps.
Any available unit, the 44 suspect to be taken into custody at Sunset and Ivar. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
Auf und davon. Whoa.
Any available unit, the 44 suspect to be taken in.
Ah, wen haben wir denn da?
Detective Phelps.
Look, Phelps, in a minute, a bagman named Rampley's gonna walk in here and put a mint on some horse running in the fifth. We don't care about Rampley so much as we want his boss. He's the one we're gonna put away for fixing the race.
You're hoping Rampley will lead us to him?
Bingo. Here's what you're gonna do. Get in there, blend in, wait for our mark. You'll be in a dark coat. Wait until he hands over the cash, then tail him. Good luck.
Mhm. Meinen Sie echt, ich schaff das?
I'll wait outside. Keep an eye on the place.
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Give me $1,000 on Cavalcade in the 5th.
Mhm.
Hey, come on. This ain't New York.
Got it, boss. A full G. She's coming in at 20 to 1. You and I are about to retire.
LAPD, you're both under arrest.
Holy fuck, Alter.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Ambulance required at Sunset and Ivar. Shots fired and suspects are down. We're code 4, but I'll need an ambulance in a corner.
Roger that, 11K. All units be advised, the 484 at Sunset and Ivar is code 4. Suspects are down.
Gut, dann fahren wir jetzt mal zu unserem eigentlichen Fall weiter, weil wir werden weiter gestört jetzt hier von so unwichtigen Bagatellen. Boah, mein Gott. Die fahren hier aber auch, wie sie wollen. Da war also ein Wahrzeichen. Habe ich gar nicht gesehen.
Why don't you use the siren?
All units in the vicinity and any central unit. Citizen reports
Nö,
of
keine
415
Zeit
and
jetzt
7th
hier.
and Central. Unit to handle code 2, identified.
Da sind wir.
The factory is closed. Has been for years. Not much call for ice anymore with all those newfangled refrigerators.
Save it for someone who wants to hear it. How many janitors carry a gat?
Ui.
That's one way of announcing we're here.
Give it up, Finkelstein. Your brother-in-law will get you a good lawyer.
My brother-in-law hates my guts. Come and get me if you want some daylight through that suit of yours. They're after me, goddammit. These schmucks cannot leave this building alive.
Eyes open.
Come on in and
Around
get
here somewhere.
massacred, cocksuckers.
Throw out the guns.
Na los.
I'm wide open here.
Give me some goddamn cover.
Weapons on the ground, now!
Take
You're fucking tough!
Okay.
Clear me some space here.
I ain't running out of friends or guns in here anytime soon.
Give me some
Understand?
goddamn cover. Stay down.
Oh. Oh mein Gott.
Real clever, asshole. I'm gonna
Find some cover!
I'm wide open here. Your move, mister.
Clear me some space here!
Wo?
Pour it on, goddammit! Keep shooting, I want him dead!
Give me some goddamn cover! Stay in cover!
Let's see if I can't put one right between your eyes.
Clear me some space! Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
You die, boys. I walk.
Stay in cover.
Catch this asshole.
You're clear, go!
This one's got...
Oh Mann. Okay, hier geht's hoch.
They're all dead, Finkelstein. Leave the weapon and put your hands up now.
Put my hands up. Sure. Then what? Cop to peddling the dope? Cut a deal? Ship me off to the queue? Soon as I get locked up, some old friend puts an ice pick above my ear? No thanks.
Only one other way out, shitheel.
So it comes down to this. If I go to...
Tja.
Let's have a look around. Now that we finally got some peace and quiet. I think I've had enough ice for one day. Until the scotch I pour myself as soon as we get out of here. 3 guesses what's in the box. Open her up, Cole.
Ho, 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 ho. Holy macaroni.
This stuff has got to be worth at least 100 grand.
So Finkelstein robbed the ship?
My guess is Lenny took it off their hands. This is big. This is going to make the papers, Phelps. As senior investigator, I'll do the talking.
Eieiei, das ist alles voll damit.
Well, well, who would have thought that Roy Earl's hand-picked new partner would have turned out to be such a great case man? This is a good result, Phelps. As far as we can tell, Lenny the Fink was moving the morphine across the city and as far north as Frisco. This makes the feds very happy, and it makes Mickey Cohen look bad. I won't lie to you, kid. I like the headlines. I like them a lot. You keep this squad in the papers, and we'll get along just fine.
Ja, ein bisschen Fahrzeugschaden. Aber trotzdem mit 5 Sternen abgeschlossen, alle Hinweise gefunden, alle Fragen richtig gestellt. Hat $10 Sachschaden. Soll das jetzt so anstellen? Der Tod von Laddie Finkelstein sollte das Sittendezernat in den Schlagzeilen halten. Ja, wenn das so ist doch alles gut. Ich bedanke mich wie immer fürs Zusehen. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst ein Like da. Wenn ihr neu auf dem Kanal seid, lasst ein Abo da. Und dann bleibt mir nichts weiter zu sagen, als dass wir uns dann hoffentlich im nächsten Video weiterhin bei der Sitte sehen. Bis dahin, haut rein, einen schönen Tag noch und bis dann. Ciao.